Hello everybody. Before I start to tell you a few words about this movie, Urban Wolf, I think maybe it's better for you to see first of all the trailer. After we finish to speak, I will show you the first episode. Instead of saying regular things about it, I wanted to be really honest with you. There are three qualities that people think usually that they are weaknesses, but which I think, in particularly for a filmmaker, are strengths. The first is paranoia, the second is megalomania, and the third is mental contagion. Let's start with paranoia. Paranoia is the main theme of Urban Wolf. There are many reasons for that. First of all, because Urban Wolf was not supposed to be my first movie. A few years ago, I've been hired in France by the biggest movie studio over there to direct my first long feature film. I worked 3 years on this project, and after only 5 days of shooting in Paris, it was a multi-million dollar film. I was forced to resign as a director of this film because we had a fight with the production vision of the movie. It was a movie I wanted to make for a long time, and when they saw the dailies, they freaked out. So instead of accept to change the whole story as they want me to do it, I refuse. So I prefer to stop the adventure at this point. So they finished the movie without me. They made the movie they wanted to make at the end, and it was a disaster. It bombed at the box office, and since that day, the powerful people with whom I worked in Paris promised me that I will never make a movie ever. So that's why paranoia for me, because from this point, believe me, I try hard, very hard, to make a new movie. I spent 1 year, 2 years. I wrote 2 screenplays. I tried to raise money for that, but nobody in France would accept even to talk to me. At this point, I remember what Alfred Hitchcock used to say: the only way to get rid of my fears, in my case of my paranoia, was to make a movie about it. So that's how I had the idea of Urban Wolf. I said, okay, let's use this paranoia, and I've created a character. His name is Just In Case, the Asian guy you saw. He was a little bit like me because he was a stranger in the city. He arrived in Paris. He arrived there to work in Paris. He had a job interview, a great opportunity for him. And as soon as he gets there, someone he doesn't know who at all, he doesn't know his motivations also, will try to prevent him to work by all means possible, even by killing him. Also, the important thing to know is that I'll say, because I I was sure that it was paranoia in my case, that it was only difficult for me to make movie. But I say what is interesting is that the enemy in our case is invisible. So I wanted also for just in case to have an invisible enemy. So him and us, the audience, will never see the face of the bad guy, of the villain. And we will never know also what are really his motivations. So that's how the idea come through, and I thought it was a strong, powerful idea to start making a movie. So now we arrive at the certain point, megalomania. I remember, I'm sure you remember this quote of very famous of Salvador Dali, the Spanish painter. He said, at the age of 6, I wanted to become a cook. At 7, I wanted to be Napoleon. And my ambition has been growing steadily ever since. So, in my case, it was not Napoleon, but it was Orson Welles or Stanley Kubrick. So, now that I had a good idea for a film, fantastic idea, I thought, I said, okay, what is the best way now to make a good storytelling, a great movie? And that's how Megalomania came, because I said, okay, look, there are 1 billion, people on the internet. It's a good audience. So let's try to reach them. So for that was the first step for me to make the debut of the screening of the movie for the internet. And after that I say, okay, but there is a problem, because on those 1 billion people on the internet, they don't all speak French or English. They speak many different languages, but we all have one common language. It's visual. So why not make a movie without dialogue, a non-verbal movie? After all, this is the essence of motion picture, pure cinema. Thank you very much. So that was just the beginning. And to finish, I told you about paranoia, megalomania, and I promised to say also a few words about mental contagion. The goal of a director who made a movie is to also, of course, to share the stories, the experience with a broader audience possible. So I hope you will, of course, like to see the rest of the story. And what helped us a lot, as Susan said to you, that when we won the award at the ITV Fest in the best drama category, it was, of course, very important, not only for us, but I mean for all the people who made digital content, because it helped us to get out of the ghetto and say to the world that, look, okay, we use the internet to make our movie, of course, but we are pretty sure we can make the same good quality as long feature film, as motion picture.